All right, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys are reading the title. We're going to be talking about Pepe. Shout out to the Pepe family, for showing so much love. But yeah, without further ado, let's analyze the charts, understand what's happening, and what we could be expecting going into Tuesday morning. So, Monday did start off on a really positive note. And, I've said this 1,000 times already. We did hear some updates regarding the tariffs. There's a pause right now, which, made the market react in a positive way. Hence, you are seeing, double-digit gain. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, why are we seeing double-digit gains for the crypto markets? But because, they all of a sudden, we are starting to turn quite bullish when just 3 days ago, we were seeing consecutive back-to-back-to-back, days in the red. Because remember, there comes a time where you come into the oversold territory, and yesterday itself was one of the worst days, in crypto in terms of a single day wipeout. And in terms of liquidations, I've shared this with you guys before. One of the largest by far, $2 billion. But yeah, if you're looking at the market, so it's not a major surprise that you're seeing a little bit of a bounce if you consider all these factors that I've just mentioned. Pepe up 10.2%, but over the last 1 hour, you are seeing the market retracing once again. What have I been saying? If you watch my market analysis update, if you watch my XCN update, as I've discussed with you guys so many times, the dominance is just too high to be getting excited. It's just way too high. Simple as that. But let's take a closer look and really understand what's happening with Pepe. But before we do that, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So we actually did see the price of Pepe making its way back up to, 4 zeros in front of the price. But right now we're seeing a little bit of a retracement as mentioned, currently sitting at 99.69, pretty much on the neckline of that 0.00001 mark. But we're up about 11% in Bitcoin, and USD, also about 6% in Ethereum comparative. Valuation at about $4.4 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume is, of course, quite high at about $2.2 billion. But looking at the holder count increasing, yesterday we did see a little bit of a plunge within the dominance. I'm sorry, not the dominance, within the holder count, but, you are seeing things picking up, and we're approaching 400,000 holders for Pepe, which of course is amazing to see. And now if you're looking at the broader meme coin market, put this into perspective right here. What I'm about to share with you will make you really understand why you don't want to be bouncing around right now. Over the last 24 hours, of course, double-digit gains for multiple different assets across, the meme coin market, and even, non-meme coin like layer 1s, layer 2s, utility projects have been going up quite a bit over the last 24 hours, and that's quite clear when we are analyzing, the charts. But if you're looking at the last 7 days, you're still seeing double-digit drops. What does this tell you? This tells you how much the market has dropped. The valuation for the entire meme coin market did go up about 10 billion, but in a grand scheme of things, you still need the market to go up much further down. So now the question is, was this a complete fake out in terms of the market bounce? Was this a dead cat bounce? Are we going lower again? That's what we're going to be discussing. We're going to pull out the charts for you guys. So yeah, let's get right into it. So if you're looking at the dominance index, yet again, it's picking up and it's currently approaching 62%. Just literally half an hour ago, I made my H-bar update. You did see, dominance sitting at literally around 61.4%. And here we are almost approaching 62%. And, what's happening with BTC here is, and again, you don't want to be ignoring what's happening with Bitcoin because it's the king of the market. Bitcoin is making its way back down. We have seen Bitcoin making its way down to $98,259. I've spoke to you guys about this in my market analysis update, and, we got supported by that range. You don't want to see that support being lost. If you lose the support, I wouldn't even be surprised if we yet again fall back down to the likes of 95 and even potentially retest the 23.6 FIB support once again. These are some factors that I want you guys to consider. People are getting super excited about, trade war this, trade war that. It's ending. No, it's not ending. That's what I want you guys to be clear about. It's not ending by any means. It's just a pause. And of course, we want to hear more confirmation about, what's going to happen with this tariff situation. But right now, BTC is showing, some weakness again. Even though Bitcoin is pretty much hanging around at $99,000, which of course, in the grand scheme of things, is amazing. if you're an altcoin or a meme coin holder, you don't want this number going up, and it is going up right now. And this is what I've emphasized. I might sound like a broken record at this point, but you need to really understand and grasp the importance of this number, which is skyrocketing yet again. You don't want this number to go up, and if we fill this wick towards the upside, I wouldn't be surprised if we see altcoins doing what it just did about a day ago. I would not be surprised by that. Might not happen in a day or two. I mentioned that in my H-bar update, but that is something, that it could potentially happen, and I want you guys to be aware of that. But if you're looking at Pepe's price right now, so you can see this for yourself. If I were to zoom in for you guys, we actually, made a beautiful bounce here. Actually, let me show you on the hourly time frame. So we actually had a beautiful bounce up to the 11.52 cents just a few hours ago. So as the entire market bounced, of course, Pepe did as well. We literally touched the neckline of the resistance at the 11.44 zone, and we kind of got stopped out at that range. But what's crazy right now is here, let me just pull out the measuring tool. We have dropped already about 12.2% since that high that we set for ourselves, for the daily. So obviously, if you want to put this in a perspective in terms of support, we do have some support obviously dating back to October. Obviously that support is coming in our way exactly where we are, but dominance is too high, as I've said to you guys before. And if this thing goes up higher and Bitcoin does not hold around $97,000 key support, we could fall lower, causing major manipulation yet again happening for the crypto space. So I want you guys to be prepared that these wicks that we did see, just 24 hours ago could still be on the table. I'm not just going to come here and sugarcoat things, and I've said this to you guys 1,000 times, and that's what a lot of my viewers appreciate. I know the market has bounced. People are going to be jumping around. Yes, that was the bottom, this and that, but in terms of bottom, you really need to get confirmation, and right now for me the confirmation is this thing right here, and of course BTC. They're literally on the neckline holding that key support. Of course, that key support did play out for us to see a little bit of a bounce. The dominance still quite high. This can cause a little bit of more of a shakeout. So I want you guys to be prepared for us to go back down to the likes of the 80.49 zone, which is again a 19% move from where we currently are. And honestly, that is not an unrealistic thing to be thinking about. But of course, in terms of the upwards trajectory, what are some numbers that I want to be looking out for? For me specifically, 1269 zone. The 1269 zone, seems to be a very nice level, based off of what I've seen in the past. If we're able to reclaim back up to that range, I think, Pepe could even make its way up to 1444 zone quite fast if it's able to break out of that, 1249 zone. But with that said, you don't want to be ignoring what's happening with BTC, right? You don't want to be ignoring what's happening with BTC, what's happening with the dominance index. I want you guys to be, very, very aware of this. But, so far so good. Obviously, we have seen a little bit of a bounce. I know a lot of excitement, people jumping around, but, honestly, I'm not buying this just yet. But I'll keep you guys covered. Let me know down below what you guys think. Are you guys still on the same page? Are you guys completely disagreeing with me? Where do you see the next few weeks going for the crypto markets? Love you all. See you later in Crypto ZX, and peace out.